For the money I spend, I have to get the best value. And for that, companies have to look into themselves to understand where the value is being created and where the value is being lost. For that, the value chain analysis can help quite a bit. Now, see, they've given you other examples also, material handling, warehouse. These are all things where, inbound logistics can be made better. Yeah. Now, operations, they fall in between. The operations are a standardized model. Yeah. Or standardizing your model can help a lot. What are operations, man? Input, processing, output. What do you think?
Yeah.
For our computers, it's like that. For our businesses also, it's like that, especially a product-based business where there is an output of goods, there will be an input of raw material. Now, this raw material would be converted. So operations, if you can have a lean management system or something that is very capable, very efficient operations, you add value to your clients or whatever they buy. So standardized models can help. What is a standardized model, man? Can you help me out? What is that?
Standard for quality.
Not standard for quality. See, think about this. Okay.
Production process.
Production process. Imagine you have a 10-step production process. Okay. And imagine you have perfected this over the last 10 years. Can I say this is a standard way of production or a standardized way of producing something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you haven't done this, if you don't have these instructions like that, people can do anything they want. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
For example, when I go to the kitchen, I don't have a process in place. So I'll try to do everything. There will be a big mess that is created. Some food does come out of it, but there is generally a mess. Whereas if my mom is doing it right, she has a proper process. And because of this, there's a standard approach here. Ultimately, there is no wastage. Yeah, it's all very faster, much more efficient. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is exactly what we're talking about here. Standardize whatever you do. If there are standard steps, it's easy to help employees also understand what is expected out of them, how to go about something. Yeah, there's a standard approach here. Yeah. So standardized model is one. Then access to real-time sales and inventory system. That is another thing. Yes, that could help because then you would know exactly how much to produce and how much sales we're expecting. Now, these are just examples. You can have more things in your operations that increase your efficiency or add more value to your production process. Now, what about outbound logistics? You know inbound. So what is outbound now?
Sending the order.
Sending the order, absolutely. How it is delivered to your client. What do you think? Companies like Amazon, yeah, would have to focus on that quite a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So order processing, how good are we at order processing? Why? If Amazon doesn't process my order today, I will make the same order on Flipkart and I'll get it delivered tomorrow. Competition stiff. So you have to understand where value is being created. The reason why we order more nowadays from Amazon is because of that one-day delivery or same-day delivery. What do you think, Aaron? Especially when you stay in a city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So order processing, right? Full delivery trucks. Again, managing your delivery trucks, something that we saw earlier. Earlier, it was about inbound logistics. This time it's about outbound logistics. But yeah, trucks, right? Then after you sell, can I say marketing and sales is definitely something that adds value to a company? Not just after you sell, the way you sell, the way you market it, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it does add value. For example, pricing itself can add value. You can have a good pricing strategy that adds value.
Yeah.
Why do I say that? Think of the products that sold the most. Yeah. If you look at them, they're all so well priced. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Right. If you think of, okay, what's a product that comes to your mind, man? A product that sold a lot. Okay, think of the PS5. Do you play on the PS5 or PlayStation?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so PS5 now, it costs 50K, 55 on discount, roughly 50,000, right? Now, what do you think? Well priced or not well priced? Sorry,
well priced. Well priced.
Well priced, right? Because if I were to Sorry, I didn't get you.
Industry no, it's my roommate. I have a roommate. I'm in a hostel.
Oh, okay. No worries. I thought you were talking about some industry being down. I'm like wondering, okay, what is that now? Yeah, PS5 industry not down because I am trying to get one. Right. Anyway, coming back to this. So PS5C, well priced. What do you think? The price itself is what markets it. Can I say that? It adds value because when you look at the price, yeah, especially for somebody who's gamer, right? I am, yeah. So I was looking at getting a new graphic card. Now, getting a new graphic card would cost me more than the PS5. So I'm thinking, hey, I already have a big TV, might as well put a console for it. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And communication, the way it's communicated. Remember hype building. Yes, you build hype before your product comes out. That's how everything is marketed today. Yeah. There has to be a lot of hype that is created. Yeah. Even for movies, think of movies, right? And they do have promotions, and we have seen different types of promotions. These all come under marketing and sales. The right promotion can strike the right chord. What are we talking about? Well, think of Red Bull or Monster Energy, always associated with sports and high adrenaline activity. That's what they promote. And because of this, people, yeah, when they're out for a sporting event or generally when they feel active or to feel active, they buy a Red Bull or Monster Energy, right? Monster, that energy can, yeah. It may or may not be healthy for you, but people don't consider that it is still working. What do you think? The promotion's working?
Yeah.
Yeah. So product based on community needs, of course, that's one way to market it. Looking at the needs of the community and trying to push your product. And finally, low prices can always help a lot. Lowering your prices can also help. But anyway, all of that comes under marketing and sales. Good marketing means good value added to your product. And this value would be conferred, would be conferred to your customer, yeah, through the sale of the product, right? Because I'll tell you an example. Imagine you spend millions on marketing, and let's say it's wasteful marketing, yeah, not good. Now, you will still try to recover those expenses from your customer. I mean, that's what a business does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it value that you're adding to the customer's product or value that you're taking away with this nonsense?
Value taking away.
Exactly. That is what the value chain analysis tries to tell you. Yeah. So then one more thing, man, that is actually important, especially in today's world, right, where we have a lot of things that can go wrong, right? Service. Yeah. Think about your phone, think about your laptop. You may have bought, you may have bought a product because you heard the service is good, especially cars. When we consider cars, we always talk about, okay, which company has better service. And that could be the reason why you pick up that car. What do you think? Yeah. Same thing with laptop also, right? So laptops, yes, again, see, when I bought my laptop, I got an accidental damage protection. I didn't know about it. I accidentally dropped my laptop a month later. Very bad accident, but they actually fixed up my entire laptop free of cost. Yeah, they changed all of the parts of it. Yeah, and I was actually amazed. Now, because of this, whenever somebody asks me for a laptop, I try to recommend the same brand. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this adds value. This added value to me because my product had accidental damage protection. It added value to the company also. Why? Because a customer who's super happy is recommending it to other people also who are going to buy laptops. What do you think?
Yeah.
And that's the best form of marketing if you think about it. Yeah. Because word of mouth marketing, when your friend tells you that, hey, this is the best laptop to go for, you're pretty much convinced. Yeah. Rather than seeing some celebrity on TV telling you that, hey, this is the best laptop out there. Right. Now, anyway, so service, it could be about how you do your delivery, how the service is delivered, on-site service, off-site service. You may have seen things like that. Installation. See, if the installation is good, yeah, it is. The installation representative has to be a good person. Why? Not a good person, but a well-trained person. Why? Because they represent the company. Yeah, and they are what would, installation is very important because especially in today's world, when we buy things online, we don't really see anybody from the company. It's not like we go to a showroom and buy it. We buy it from Amazon or whatever. Whoever is the installation person who's coming, he represents the company at that point, he or she. So yeah, service part, installation part, if you can add value there, that could be quite good. Yeah. Now I've seen this. If you go on reviews of TVs, last day I was looking for a TV. Yeah. Well, not last day, sometime back when I moved into this house. So I was looking through reviews. So some reviews people would give 2 stars. Why? Because the TV is fine, but the installation was bad. What do you think, Aaron? You've seen reviews like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then did it add value to the customer, the installation process? Not really. Did it add value to the company?
No.
No, rather, yeah, should have let the customer only install it, I feel. Right. So it didn't really add any value. And even repair. Yes, some companies, okay, I had a bad experience once. I have this OnePlus phone. So after I bought it, a month later, the camera stopped working. Yeah. So they told me it's some camera module that is messed up. So they have to order a new piece. And apparently a camera module doesn't come through so often. So I had to wait for a month and a half. Yeah. Now tell me, as a customer, I'm still using the phone at the moment, but do you think my next phone would be OnePlus or not?
No.
Yeah, there you go. So you got the drift. Yeah. So that's the whole idea. They're not adding value to my lives. They actually took it away by Yeah, making me have to rely on some stupid phone for 1.5 months. Yeah. So that is repair. Then greeters. Now, greeters are not always important. Think of Walmart or any other supermarket that you know, where when you go and you're greeted by people. Now, certain places you would feel good about it. Like, okay, think about your favorite restaurant. Imagine they have very well trained, waiting staff. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Aaron, you guys have Shell in Delhi, right? How is Shell the petrol bunk?
I don't think we have Shell over here. Do we
Okay.
have?
Huh.
Not sure.
Oh, okay. Have you been to Shell here in Bangalore, maybe, or somewhere else?
Yeah.
So
Shell, yeah.
have you seen how they've trained their employees? I mean, they're just normal employees. They're just there to fill your petrol tank, not some serious job. But they have treated. I mean, they have trained them to treat their customers with the utmost respect. So they go like namaste when you come in and all. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Adds value to the business. Why? I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Shell's petrol is more expensive than normal, but there's a Shell near my house and I keep seeing a queue there, right? Especially during work hours, even though the petrol is more expensive and in a price sensitive market like India. How are they doing it? Well, I don't know, maybe like this. Yeah. So, greeters, right? If you have greeters, they can add value to your business, setting up the right tone through the greeters. Then, customer service focus. How focused are you on customer service? This can make or break your brand. Again, something that adds on to the value of what we sell to the customers. Now, these are all primary activities. Pretty much every business has these activities. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what constitutes a trade. Like through this only we conduct our business. Whereas there are support activities, the activities that support the setting up of a system like this. See, starting off with firm infrastructure, the way the management is set up, how is our finance, how is our legal system, how is our planning. So essentially the structure of the firm itself. Sometimes a simple structure can help quite a lot. Sometimes a complex structure is what we need. But if your structure is, it can be sophisticated, but as long as it's efficient, it will add value to whatever we do. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, human resource management, that is the next thing, of course. Why? Why are we talking about HRM? Well, we're talking about HRM because human resource management is all about getting the right people. And we all know this. The right business has the right people. It's never the business, it's the people in the business that matter. So, professional development, yeah, making sure your employees go through trainings, stay updated, all of that. Employee relations, good relationships with your employees, performance appraisals, checking out their performance and giving them rewards so that they're happy. Yeah. Recruiting means getting the right employees, not selecting, but getting a big set of employees and then selecting the right employees. Of course, competitive wages and training programs, these are all things that add value to the human resources or people who work in our company. And why is this good? Even though it's a support activity, it makes our workforce better, and this workforce only will be doing one of the primary activities. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then technology development. Now, come on, technology development, we don't really have to discuss this. We already know this. Companies that have an advantage over tech today will definitely win over companies that don't have any kind of tech influence. Can I say that?
Yes, sir.
In today's world, I can cut down my workforce by 75%, right? If I have 100 people, I can fire 75 people and still run my business. Why? Thanks to tools that help a lot, especially AI-based tools. Yeah. So technology development is very important. It is something that can add value. Now think of it, man, in the near future, let's say you're in a busy city like Delhi. How is the traffic in Delhi? Is it bad or is Bangalore worse?
It's very bad.
Okay, so then, okay. I thought for a second you will say Bangalore because I've heard Delhi is not too bad. So I guess I heard from the wrong person.
But
Right.
this
Ah,
area, but when you travel to long distance, there is a flyover. So it's fine.
hmm. Okay, but inside the city?
Inside of the city, though, you can't even move from one place and another. It's better to take metro.
Wow. Okay. So then, yeah, equally right as bad as mentioned earlier. Now, think about it. Okay. So imagine in a city like that, you have drone delivery coming up. Now, delivery is definitely a part of service, yeah, in the primary activities. But as a support activity, the fact that you're using better technology like drones for delivery, this would add a lot of value to your customer. A lot of people would order just because of that. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is what, whenever you think of anything, you have to think of it in the perspective of the value chain. Does it add value to the customer or not? Yeah. So technology development, they have shown us some basic examples. Integrated supply chain, a supply chain as well, from your suppliers to your business. How do things come to your business? Now, having an integrated supply chain can be useful. What is integrated supply chain? Well, when you run out of inventory, an order would automatically be placed for new raw materials, so that there is no problem, or there are no hiccups to production. Everything runs smoothly. Yeah, this can be done using technology. You may have heard of something known as an extranet. Have you heard?
No, sir.
It's an external network. It's from your company to the supplier's company. It's a private network, but yeah. So I'll tell you an example of this. Walmart, you know Walmart, right?
Yeah.
So Walmart has this thing where they give their suppliers access to the sale of their products. So if I have a product, let's say I have X shampoo, yeah. Now this X shampoo, I will have access to Walmart's sales of this. And why? Because I can keep track of whether Walmart has a lot of inventory or no inventory, and based on that, I can send them more inventory. So this way, for Walmart also, they would never have a stock out. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is again using technology to our advantage. This is an extranet. Why? Walmart is connected to somebody outside their network. That is why. Yeah, it's not an internal network. It's not the intranet. Intranet is internal network. It is internet. Absolutely, it's facilitated through the internet, but it is extranet. We call this extranet because it's between us and our supplier or somebody outside the business. Now, all uses of technology. Then real-time sales information. Yes, something that we couldn't get back in the days. Tell me, Aaron, back in the days when we had handwritten bills and handwritten ledger books and all, do you think it would have been easy to get real-time sales information? What do you think? Back in the days, everything had to be written. Real-time sales information means I go to the computer, I type in, yes, give me sales report right now. Till that minute, whatever the sales are, the report will include that. Could I get a report like that anytime I wanted with normal systems, manual systems?
No.
No, absolutely not. It would be a weekly report or sometimes a daily report, but there is still time involved in it. It's not like a computer preparing a report. Now, this is possible thanks to our technology usage. And of course, thanks to the fact that technology has developed quite a lot. Yeah. Now, let's talk about procurement. So procurement, real-time inventory, communication with suppliers, purchase supplies and materials. First of all, what's procurement, man?
Procurement of raw material.
Procuring the raw materials. Then why is it not inbound logistics? See, inbound logistics deals with bringing in your inventory. Is that right? Procurement deals finding the right supplier, setting up a good deal with them, procuring the item. It's not delivering the item. Delivering the item and all you can worry about with inbound logistics. So real-time inventory can help a lot, like what we were talking about with the Walmart system. Why? You can have a direct relationship with your retailers or with your suppliers. So that way, every time you run out of stock of a particular thing, your suppliers can easily restock it or immediately restock it. They will have somebody looking into your numbers, of course. Now, that's real-time inventory systems. Yeah. You can have communication with suppliers. What does communication with suppliers mean, man? You can keep a good rapport with the suppliers.
Yeah.
Again, use an extranet. These things can, add value. Then purchase supplies and materials. This is also another thing. What is purchase supplies and materials? Any idea?
Purchasing the material from the supplier.
But why is this important and why is it under procurement? You tell me.
Better quality, for example, Starbucks and all.
Yes, better quality, better price. What do you think?
Yeah.
Right. Then anyway, coming back to this, now that those are support activities, and almost every business, the support activities remain the same. Can I say that? Because every business has procurement. Every business needs technology nowadays. HRM definitely, because people are involved in the business, and finally the way the firm is set up can also matter. Yeah. In today's world, there are new structures also like holo firms. Holo firms are boundaryless organizations. What are they? Well, if everyone's working from home, you won't have departments, but you will have people who are connected by the network. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. this is something that you may want to look into. Well, we will see once we get there. Now, anyway, moving on into the value chain. Any questions for me, man, about how the value chain is or what we're trying to do? I'll tell you more of
So how would be the question for value chain?
it will be based on, see, they will give you a case study. Okay. They will tell you a current situation happening with the company. They'll be like, this is what's going on. This happens there. That happens there. This is with regards to operations. Everything. They won't directly tell you that this is a value chain or something, but they'll ask you, hey, how can we add value, or what can be considered, or what should be considered, and things like that. Or they'll say, they may be a bit more direct also. They can tell you, advise the director or advise the board regarding the usage of value chain analysis. Yeah, to understand the situation better. So these are the kind of questions you can expect. What do you think? Yeah, Aaron, you got that? Hello? You disconnected? Yes. Hi, Aaron. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Regarding the question, I didn't hear.
What was the question? Even I forgot the question in between. Yes. What did you ask me? Huh. Sorry.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you. Are you saying something? I can't hear you now. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hey, Aaron, can you hear me? Yes. Hi, Aaron. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's wrong with my internet?
I think it's my internet.
Right. Yeah, has to be because I'm still connected, and so far nothing has been told. And yesterday, yeah, I gave them a bit of my mind, so can't be that today only they'll make a fuss. Yeah, right. How is it now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right. So we were talking about primary activities and support activities. And you may have noticed one thing that we didn't discuss, that is the margin. Because depending on the value that you add to your product, you can ultimately sell for a higher margin. Can I say that? And value addition doesn't always mean just simply adding more features to your product. Sometimes it's about doing things more efficiently. Do you agree? Yes, Aaron, I hope you're connected. Lost
I'm connected, but it's little laggy.
Oh, okay. Do one thing, Aaron, then. Take the break early, right? Let's hopefully, yeah, during that break time, maybe this thing will fix itself. What do you think? Okay, I think you didn't get that. Hello? Hello.
Yes, sir, I got it. Yeah,
Ah,
now it's fine. Now it's fine.
now it's fine. Okay. If you want to wait for 10 minutes, we can take a
Yeah.
break. What do you want to do?
I think it would be better to continue now because 10 o'clock, right? I have a biometrics thing in hostel, so I need to go for that one.
Ah, okay, okay. Then no problem. You go do your biometrics at 10. You can do that. Yeah. So coming back to this then, man, let's talk about this further. I hope you can hear me, right? Important topic. That's why. So you were telling me, how would questions come up?
Yeah,
Did you hear that earlier?
yeah. No, that question I didn't hear.
Question you didn't hear. Okay. Question I was saying, see, they will ask stuff about, they'll usually give you a situation. Okay. They'll be like, advise the manager to help understand the value chain analysis. That is a direct way of asking it. Some cases, they won't directly tell you anything. They'll tell you about how things are happening in the company. Then they'll ask you, how can value be added? At this point, you have to think of all the models that are with regards to addition of value. Agreed? Yes, Aaron, I hope you heard that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So we will see questions, of course, when we start practicing questions. And I hope you're getting the entirety of my audio, man. I hope the voice is not chipping or something like that.
No, the words fine.
Okay, all right. Then see, Porter's value chain tries to break down an organization's activities into primary activities and support activities. No, and here primary activities and support activities. Now this helps in bringing down the various processes of an organization and understanding what all are things done by the organization. Yes, absolutely. Just to see what is adding value to our customer and what is not adding value to our customer. So we need to understand that providing a more valuable product indirectly adds to shareholder value, as we can charge higher profits and earn higher profits. Yeah. So that is something to keep in mind, right? Because when you give a valuable product, can you charge more or will you beat your competition?
Yes, sir.
That's all, right? So that way you can either charge more, or even if you don't charge more, you can easily beat your competition. Hands down, you can beat your competition. We have seen products like that, products that dominate a certain market.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So some common ways to add value to our products are integrating the entire value chain by using technology to reduce costs. Yes, the entirety of the value chain, because after all, these are multiple departments that need to coordinate with themselves. We can have this done by using technology. So that's definitely one thing to think of. Improving the features of the product to make it more user friendly and making it more reliable by using R&D. And efficient after sales. Yes, by having R&D done. See, we know that the most successful products right now are the ones that have the best features when it comes to technology. Now, for that, you need proper R&D. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even after sales service, we have seen people give up on phones, give up on laptops. Why? Because the after sales service was horrible. Yeah, companies need to focus on that too, right? Then promoting the product by using the correct channels of marketing to exploit a specific segment also. This marketing is a very important thing. See, think about it. Okay, I'm not sure, Aaron. Did you watch Pokemon when you grew up?
No.
Okay. So you're Gen Z, is it?
I
Ah,
think I have watched a movie of
ah.
Pokemon.
Movie, that is that Pikachu the detective, no?
Yeah.
That was a nonsense movie, man. Doesn't do justice to Pokemon at all. Right. But anyway, you would have watched some kid show when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And have you noticed how the ads will be all targeted at children? Action figures,
Yeah.
yeah, toys, Hot Wheels, this, that, right, usual stuff. Yeah. Now, what do you think? Using the correct channel to market to a specific audience?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So again, that is something that adds value. But on the other hand, imagine, okay, this ad of Hot Wheels cars, yeah, is being shown on economic times during some news, some business news time. Do you think that is the right channel to market? Is that adding any value?
Mm.
Yeah. So that is again something that you may want to look into, right? Now, moving on, let's talk about value networks. Yeah. So, what are value networks? In just a second, Aaron. Yeah. I heard my phone ring. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about value networks. Now, value networks are easy, man. It is all about how or through us, how does the value flow? Because you can see that, yes, most companies will have multiple suppliers. They do some processing and then sell to the customers. Is that right?